Hey, good morning, my dear students. How are you all? Welcome back to your social studies virtual classroom. I'm Priyanka, ma'am. So, today in this module, we are going to continue with our political science chapter 4 democracy. So, before starting the topic, let me once again remind you to please like and subscribe to my channel, and you can share the video also with your friends. Today in this module, we are going to learn another very important aspect of a democratic government, that is resolving conflicts. As we all know that India is a land of diversity. Differences in regions, race and religions divide the people into groups. This disturbs the harmony of the country, and these differences sometimes give rise to conflicts also. So, what is a conflict? Conflict means dispute. When these conflicts occur when people of different cultures, religions, regions, or economic backgrounds do not get along with each other, or when some among them feel that they are being discriminated. Conflicts can be of many types. Let us understand some conflicts present in our society. One of the major conflicts present in India is water conflict. Sometimes rivers can also become a source of conflict between states, because a river may begin in one state but it flows through more than one state. In India, the Kaveri River water dispute involves the states of Tamil Nadu, Karnataka and Kerala. Then there is Krishna River water issue, which involves the states of Maharashtra, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. These water conflicts basically arise due to scarcity of water, which is caused by the faulty water management practices. So, the reasons for water disputes are: they arise due to the use, distribution, or control of water with respect to many interstate rivers or river valleys, that who will use how much amount of water is distributed between the states, who will control which area of the water. So these reasons give rise to various disputes. Next reason is understanding of the agreements which are related to this use, distribution or control of a water source. Then sometimes disputes can also happen during the implementation of these agreements. So we can say that in India, water conflicts have reached every level and divided every segment of our society. Another conflict present in our society is with the minorities. Who are minorities? A section or a group of people which are less than 50% of total population in a particular region, with less social, political, economic and cultural impact in the society, who are dominated by majority also. All the citizens in a democracy have the freedom to protect their culture. No one can be discriminated on the basis of religion, race, caste, or language. So, all minority communities, also whether they are religious, linguistic, or otherwise, have equal rights to reside in different parts of the country. They can also protect their own individuality. To protect and to gain these rights, sometimes the minority communities have to resort to conflicts or disputes. But a democracy can only succeed if people have faith in this system. If they have any disagreements, they should express them in peaceful manner and try to understand the decisions that were taken by the government also before protesting against them. And it is the responsibility of the government also to resolve these conflicts by following these certain steps, by maintaining law and order, equitable distribution of all the resources, by providing equality and justice, and by making special provisions for some communities of people. So, students, with this topic, our democracy chapter gets completed. Now, this is the home task that you have to do in your notebook. If you have any query, feel free to write in the comment box, but do mention your name and section, or you can ask in the WebEx classes also. Thank you for watching, students. Take good care of yourselves.